Moving on, the Nigeria Police Force have promised to sustain the fight against kidnapping, armed robbery and other forms of crime in the country. Force Public Relations Officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi said the efforts have led to the successful rescue of a number of victims and the arrest of several suspects. He said over the past week, operations were conducted in various states, including Lagos and Kwara, and this led to the rescue of 13 kidnapped persons. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, says the police will continue to make efforts to eradicate crime and ensure the safety and security of all citizens. And operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have arrested a 48-year-old suspect at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport for ingesting 74 wraps of heroin and cocaine. The agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, said the suspect had refused officers' request for a body scan, and then he was taken into custody for observation, during which he excreted a total of 74 wraps of Class A drugs. Operatives of the Marine Command of the NDLEA also intercepted 2 boats loaded with more than 1,000 kilograms of Ghanaian loud at the Eleko Beach in Lekki area of Lagos State. The operatives also arrested 6 foreign nationals who brought the consignment from Ghana. The Nigerian Navy forward operating base Igbokoda, that's under the Western Navy Command, has intercepted a boat with about 100,000 liters of stolen crude oil. The commander of the forward operating base, Captain Aliyu Usman, says troops, while acting on credible intelligence, deployed a response team to patrol the Idiogba, Mahi, riverine communities in Ilaje local government area of Ondo State.
This is in continuation with the effort of the Nigerian Navy in the anti-crude oil drive championed by the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu-Ogala, on his zero tolerance to crude oil theft and illegal bunkering. This arrest for us is a huge success and also a huge blow to the criminals. And our message to the criminals this morning is that the Nigerian Navy will be relentless in ensuring that all criminals and economic saboteurs of our country, as well as their collaborators, are taken out of business very soon.
The non-kinetic approach in resolving the conflict between farmers and herders by the leadership of 3 Division and Operation Safe Haven in their joint operation areas has reduced violent clashes by over 60%. This effort has given chance to a successful planting, harvesting and grazing season in some northern states. Senior reporter Fanam Joshua has the story.
The efforts by the leadership of the 3rd Division and Operation Safe Haven in achieving its mandate across crisis-prone communities of Plateau, Bauchi, and parts of southern Kaduna that made up its area of joint operation have continued to record positive results. The General Officer commanding the 3rd Division of the Nigerian Army, who doubled as the commander of Operation Safe Haven, Major General Abdulsalam Abubakar, upon assumption of office, initiated some non-kinetic approaches to tackle the recurring challenges. That initiative has led to a bountiful harvest for the first time in years across crisis-prone communities following troops' commitment. While commending the GOC 3rd Division and troops for their efforts, these stakeholders say they will continue to give their maximum support for troops.
You came and you prayed for us that we should live in peace, which today, based on that, we have bumper harvest in the local government. So, and we have peaceful coexistence in the entire local government.
In fact, it was successful. So we remain indebted to him. That's why we are saying we are very grateful.
Available statistics shows that the non-kinetic approach used in resolving the conflict between farmers and herders by the leadership of the 3 Division and Operation Safe Haven in their joint operation area has made life more meaningful and worth living.
I recall that before the beginning of the farming season earlier this year, we all gathered here for a seminar to work out modalities for a successful farming season alongside harvest activities without conflict. I am glad to observe that we have derived the dividend of that seminar as clashes and farm destructions reduced by over 60% this year based on available statistics.
The efforts by troops and the state government has helped in recording a successful Christmas celebration across the northern states. Troops want residents within the joint operation areas to continue to support their efforts in making their communities safe at all times. Phonom Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
The authorities of the Guards Brigade of the Nigerian Army have rolled out the drums to mark an age-long tradition. The West African Social Activity WASA is an A-list social event of the Army meant to foster comradeship among the officers and men. Sifonde Essien has the story.
The West African Social Activity WASA is an age-long event of the Nigerian Army which dates back to the Second World War. It is meant to celebrate the contribution of officers and men in the defense of the country. The ceremony provides the opportunity to take stock of what has been achieved in the outgoing year.
Magadia said we are your mothers. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Guard Brigade troops are highly motivated and will pledge our unwavering readiness and loyalty to continuously do our best in contributing effectively to the security of lives and property in the Federal Capital Territory and its environs. We therefore wish to reaffirm our complete loyalty and unwavering commitment to the actualization of the Armed Forces' constitutional responsibilities.
Members of the barrack community take the stage in a showcase of rich culture represented in the barracks. Some soldiers were also recognized for outstanding performance.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is almost committed to the welfare and supporting the armed forces. As you see that he is away, but I have to cut off my holidays to come to attend this yearly event, which I'm here today on his behalf. And I believe you are aware that whatever the armed forces needed from the government, the President has already provided that for the armed forces and other for armed forces to do well on their activities, especially fighting terrorism and banditry and other sort of criminalities in this country.
Above all, the officers and men are happy to be alive against all odds. Sifonde Essien, TVC News, Abuja.